We're live. Welcome back to Please Don't Live Stream. It's episode 15. We had a couple of weeks. I don't know what you call it. Uppehåll. We didn't do this for 2 weeks, but now we're back.
Short little break, you could say.
Yeah. We were supposed to do it last week, but I was out in the woods. There was barely any reception.
I was waiting for half an hour. I thought, he's always on time. Why isn't he here?
Yeah, I know. I couldn't even get a hold of you to tell you that I couldn't do it. That's how poor the reception was.
No worries.
But now we're back. And we're going to do what we were supposed to do last week, which is talk about the Oscar nominations. But before that, we are going to do something a bit more plebby, but I know people like that on the internet. So we're going to talk about trailers, because there's been a couple of interesting ones, I suppose. And God, I wish Martin was here, because I know he wanted to talk to me about one of them. But anyway, I guess we've all finally seen the trailer for Solo, a Star Wars story.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes. And I thought we were going to start let's just start with that one, because that is the one that everybody wants to talk about. Or I don't know about you, but
I actually saw it during. I actually watched the Super Bowl.
You did?
So when it was, so I was going. I was a bit tired. It was around 2 in the night.
Yeah.
So I was a bit dozy and tired, and plus that I have a huge flippin' runny nose to just compensate for a shitty night. So my first reaction was, what? I don't get it. Oh crap! It's the Han Solo movie. When I saw it a few hours after with some kids from school, I was a bit excited, I may say. A bit excited. Because I'm not a huge fan of the whole taking Star Wars to another story mode.
Well, I'm just tired of Star Wars in general, but I'm always looking forward to a new. I shouldn't say that I'm always looking forward to it. I'm always interested in what they're doing next, because maybe they'll make a good one eventually again. So I watched the trailer the day after, and I was a bit surprised, actually. I wasn't expecting to like it as much as I did. There's still some problems with it, but it's just a trailer, so who knows. But I actually quite enjoyed the trailer. I don't want to say too much before Christopher tells us. What did you think about it?
Well, I wasn't really impressed at all.
At all?
No.
What?
Like it just feels like such an unnecessary movie.
Of course. Yeah.
It's unnecessary. I think it's weird casting choices, except what is it called?
Donald Glover.
Donald Glover. Yeah.
I think that's like the only casting that was good. I think it's
Yeah, he kind of pulled off the Lando thing, but yeah.
But it looks, I don't know. Seems like a nothing movie, really. Like cool action scenes with a kind of a generic story about someone who wants to be the greatest and then gets taken in on some bad people, and no, he has to choose between the bad life and the good life, and boo-hoo, it's so hard.
Yeah, and the whole thing with I'm putting together a team felt very generic. They should have just had an established group of people to begin with. But looking at it not as a Star Wars movie, I mean it is a Star Wars movie, but without thinking about the fact that it is a Star Wars movie and the fact that it's about Han Solo, and just thinking about it as a just another sci-fi action adventure, I thought it had some good action scenes. We don't know too much about the story yet, but I was kind of I kind of enjoyed it. The only thing that I didn't like was the fact that it said a Star Wars story at the end, because it is so like you said, it is such an unnecessary movie. I mean, Star Wars movies has been unnecessary for decades now, but this is like beyond pointless. This is almost even more pointless than Rogue One.
I think I would be more excited if this movie was not connected at all to the main story of Star Wars. If it was just some randoms that we never hear about, that would be an interesting movie then. But now, because we know how this will end, we know where Han Solo will be. It's not going to be an interesting ride, I think. As stated, it's going to be cool action scenes. I don't doubt
but that's
that.
about it.
But yeah, it's like we know where he's going to go. There's not going to be any big twists and turns anywhere.
No. Yeah, and that's the problem with every prequel. Well, most prequels. We know, he's not going to die. So we know Lando's not going to die. We know Chewie's not going to die. So why should we even bother?
And also, just Han Solo is such an in the original Star Wars trilogy, he's such like almost laughable stereotype of a two-dimensional character. And that's what he's supposed to be, and I like that. That's what he's supposed to be.
Exactly.
He's not supposed to be
like, for the 70s.
Yeah, and to put him to try to give him depth will just why? I mean,
it is unnecessary to make it a Han Solo movie, but as you said, it looks kind of generic, and I don't think they would have been able to sell it unless it said Star Wars on it. So
but make it in the Star Wars universe, but not connected with the main story. Just do some randoms in the Star Wars universe instead.
But I think the general public would I don't want to watch it unless it's Han Solo, because let's be honest, the general public don't get it.
Well, I don't agree.
Soon coming to your nearest Disney Channel, Mos Eisley High School. That would be a Star Wars related movie and a series I would watch. What do kids in Mos Eisley do at high school?
I'm going to say I wouldn't watch it, but okay, you can watch it.
We cannot tell this to Disney Channel. They would actually support our idea.
You two, why are you excited? Why are you two excited about the movie? Since I'm not.
I'm most excited mainly because Donald Glover's in it. There is no more reason why. The trailer looked good. Aesthetically, it looked very convincing. Okay movie. And I thought, Donald Glover's going to be in it. But it has more to do that I'm very obsessed with Donald Glover, especially his rap career. And I think he's a pretty okay actor.
Yeah. I definitely prefer his music over his acting, but what I was excited about was the fact that this is a more lighthearted story, so it made sense that the trailer wasn't as heavy as the Rogue One trailers were, or the Last Jedi trailers. This seemed like a much more lighthearted movie. It looked like it could actually be fun. Or that was the feeling they were trying to convey. It wasn't like I was laughing, but and when he what's his name, Alden Ehrenreich, I don't know, when he started talking, I did think he pulled off a somewhat convincing Han Solo performance, and it was just something, because Han Solo is a fun character in the old movies. And I don't know, I got that, I sort of got that tinge of Han Solo's back, like the fun Han Solo, not crazy old Han Solo. But other than that, no, I don't have high hopes for the movie. I was surprised by the trailer, but ultimately I am still I'm moving forward very cautiously about the movie.
We're all
the trailer did give me a little hope. Yeah, I probably will.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I can avoid paying for it, like with The Last Jedi. But I'll probably go see it. So overall, good trailer. Fine trailer. I think they made a pretty good job selling it, showing us that. Don't worry, it kind of felt like fun Star Wars again. I'm not sure what to think about that, but I think they conveyed the message they wanted to convey. So I'm very torn, but I did enjoy the trailer. That's all I can say. What I don't know. Do any of you have anything else to say about it?
No, not really.
No. So let's move on to the next one. A trailer I was not very impressed with. The Venom trailer, or well, technically it's a Venom teaser. You want to start?
It was basically just Tom Hardy screaming.
Yeah.
I must say I was impressed by the trailer, because they didn't show anything.
Yeah, that was a good thing. Because that's always something we, or at least I, complain about with trailers. I've seen the whole movie. I don't need to go see it.
Yeah.
So that was a good thing. But at the same time, I would have wanted to see something, maybe something, because now it just looked like Tom Hardy action movie, Running Man. I don't know.
Yeah.
And I'm also very. I don't know when they announced the movie in what was it, like Comic-Con Rio or whatever, Brazil.
Yeah.
I got very worried because I mean he's been in Tom Hardy's like one of my favorite actors. It's almost on like I wouldn't say I'm obsessed, but I'm almost obsessed with him as an actor. So I saw that presentation and I was like, oh no, Tom, you're not supposed to do movies like this. Don't sell out. No. I mean, he's done big movies before, but not like this, not in a like franchise like this. So
especially no Batman movies, right? He didn't do any of those, no, right?
What?
He did one of those. But I mean, you gotta admit there's a difference between the Nolan trilogy and like the Marvel movies or the Sony Marvel movies. There is a difference. We gotta admit that.
So, just the way you phrased it.
No, I know, and it is a little hypocritical to say like, oh no, don't sell out because he's already done big AAA movies. But I mean, it was almost like I was like a concerned mother, like, oh my little Tommy, what is he doing?
I just want to put it out here, right from the get-go when we had the teaser trailer. I promise, I can bet money on that this movie, because they have released that Carnage will be a part of it.
Yeah.
They have, So I 100% believe this is going to be the exact story of the Incredible Hulk.
The Marvel one,
Edward Norton one. Yeah. He's going to be experimented on. He's going to be hunted by some evil corporation. At the end of the movie, the leader of the evil corporation will use a serum based on the experiments that was made on him to put him on himself, and he will become Carnage, and they will have a big fight scene at the end, and Venom will win. I can bet money on this. I can bet money on it.
Okay. Well, we'll see when they...
Sounds like a bet we could take on.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, but it does make sense.
Yeah.
It does make
sense.
Personally,
I thought the teaser trailer didn't give out so much, but for me, the teaser trailer is only... Wait. I gotta flip his... Oh.
Mute!
I got mucus on my screen, boys. Nah. But it was for me Tom Hardy screaming.
Yeah, Tom Hardy. There was a lot of Tom Hardy.
And I directly referenced in my head to when my little brother gave me the funniest review of X-Men Origins Wolverine. Donnie, it's basically just Hugh Jackman dreaming and then waking up and screaming. And that's what I felt when watching this teaser. And I hope there's not going to be scenes where he wakes up screaming.
Well,
I have a crush on Tom Hardy as well.
Yeah.
And I don't want Tom Hardy to flop. I am so scared that he's going to go the Michael Fassbender way and do like 3 horrible, shitty movies.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, because except for well, I haven't seen Star Trek Nemesis, but that's like early in his career. But after his like big break, he's only made one like bad movie, and that's what's it called? This Means War, that romantic comedy, action comedy with Chris Pine and Reese Witherspoon. I don't know. Have you seen it? Any of you?
No.
No, exactly.
Because Reese Witherspoon is not a person that makes movies for me.
No. I mean, I like.
By the way, referencing to Oscars, one of the most overrated Oscar winners. She should not have won an Oscar for Walk the Line. Just pointing something else. She's not that good.
We'll talk about Oscars in a little while. But what was I going to say? Well, yeah. So, except for that one, which is it's not a super bad movie. It's just generic and bland and boring. But except for that one, he's just done like amazing movies, one after the other. Even movies that I didn't particularly enjoy as much as other people, like The Revenant. He was still the best part of that movie.
Yeah, it was Tom Hardy. He was better than Leo DiCaprio, if you ask me.
Yeah, he should have got the Oscar for that one.
Definitely. Yeah, and he was nominated and then lost to war against.
I don't know. He was supporting
Mark fucking. Did he lose to Mark fucking Rylance? Yeah. Mark fucking Rylance.
So
thinking about it.
So now that he's doing this, I mean, maybe he'll bring some quality to a movie like that, and maybe the movie will be good. I mean, this is why I don't really like doing trailer reactions, because it's not the movie; it's just the trailer. But I thought we should talk about them.
Remember, the trailers can lie a lot. The trailers to Prometheus look so promising.
Oh yeah! Oh, I was so hyped for that. God damn.
Yeah, I think Venom will be I think it would be a fun movie. I think it'll be a good movie. But I think it's gonna be a really generic story.
Yeah. And then I'm also. Oh yeah, go on.
No, and also I'm thinking because it's been rumored about it, but I don't think so that Spider-Man will actually make an appearance.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Because it's just like Spider-Man Homecoming. This seems to be a collaboration between Marvel Studios and Sony.
Yeah.
Because technically they still own Venom. They own all the Spider-Man characters. So is this part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe?
No,
or is it just a Sony
it's not going to be part. That's confirmed. It's not going to be part of the Marvel Universe. Not this movie, but maybe the character later. But I was thinking Venom is. It's hard to do Venom without Spider-Man. I mean, that's a big part of it.
Yeah, because who's going to protect New York when he goes berserk? Well, Spider-Man, of course.
Yeah, but this movie is not going to take place in New York.
Oh, okay.
It's going to take.
What? I haven't.
No, I think it was. I think it was San Francisco. I'm not sure, but I think it was San Francisco. It's not New York, at least. Okay. That I know. Because
was Spider-Man Homecoming, wasn't that in San Francisco or something like that?
No, that's New York.
No. Spider-Man was New York. New York and
All American 6 look the same to me.
Yeah, because they are actually the director of the movie or the writer of the movie, Venom. Mm-hmm. He has taken a lot of influences from one comic book called Venom something the Defender or something he's called. And in that storyline, Venom strikes a deal with Spider-Man because they defeat Carnage together or something like that. And Venom moves from New York to San Francisco.
Okay.
At least in the
now you're not my problem anymore.
Yeah, sort of. And then he gets involved with some shady group, so he becomes like an anti-hero in San Francisco. I think it's San Francisco. And apparently this movie is is taking a lot of influence from that comic. And I was thinking maybe they'll do like a quick like recap of the Spider-Man origin, like Venom is talking to the, like in the beginning, of Venom is talking to the screen and like, I met Spider-Man and then I left from there, and then the movie starts and we can see maybe Peter Parker in those flashes. That's what I was thinking. Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
do something like that.
Okay, I didn't know that. I haven't done any research. I just watched the teaser. Yeah. Okay, that's it's still weird. I mean,
yeah,
Venom is technically an anti-hero. I mean, he's not really a villain in the comics, so I guess it makes sense. But it is kind of weird that he is like supposed to sort of be the hero in this one. I don't know. It's weird.
I don't know really how especially since it's not in the expanded MCU universe. It's going to be weird to try make a standalone Venom movie. I don't know. I know there were also talks about weird. There was talks about like Soldier Venom also making an appearance, and that's really weird. I don't know.
I thought you said Soldier Venom, like he was Soldier Boy's father. Soldier Venom.
Yeah, I don't know.
But I'm gonna Superman, that's Spider-Man.
What's Soldier Venom?
Huh?
What's Soldier Venom? I don't know.
I don't remember if it's actually called Soldier Venom. It's a person who gets a military guy who gets he's in an accident and gets paralyzed from the waist down, and then they make like a suit out of the Venom symbiote, and when he wears the suit, he can actually, the suit controls Venom, so he gets all the powers, but not the Venom mind or something like that. I never read it. I just Wikipedia. And there were talks about yeah.
No, I was just gonna say that sounds like something you could use in a movie like this. It's it's reminiscent of the Hulk movie, like you said. It's sort of like the first Iron Man, where it's basically two Iron Men fighting in the end.
Yeah.
So that's probably, if that's a rumor, that's probably more or less gonna happen. I think, or they because they do that all the time. Instead of using the Soldier Venom thing, that's what becomes Carnage, perhaps.
Yeah.
Because Venom and Carnage are gonna fight. That's just we just know what's gonna happen.
Totally.
They're gonna be enemies. Totally.
Yeah. Totally.
So, but just purely looking at the teaser, because it is a teaser. There wasn't a lot of information about the actual movie. I felt.
No.
And that's once again, that's good, but it almost felt like they thought that, we don't need to show any information because everyone knows we're making a Venom movie. They could have just done the title card where the symbiote thing becomes the Venom face, and that would have been like enough. People were like, So I don't know.
Agent Venom. That's what it's called. Not Soldier Venom. Agent Venom. So we'll
fair enough.
We'll
see. So let's talk about the third trailer. I guess it's been out for a while, but I didn't see it until just the other day. I don't actually know when it came out. But Deadpool 2 introduced the Cable trailer. That's the only one of these three movies that I'm actually looking forward to, because the first Deadpool was so good. And I was a little worried that they were going to make a sequel, because they do, but everyone in the sequels are always inferior to the first one. But I thought it looked like a lot of fun, just like the first one, but with Cable. And I think they will make a great like buddy cop comedy out of it almost. I'm not sure. I'm still. I'm not sure. I think the casting is like it's the best part, the best casting. Josh Brolin as Cable, that is. I mean, he looks the part, and I think he can play the part. But there was talk about someone else, like when the first one had just come out. They were talking about someone else playing Cable. I can't remember now, but that just made so much sense.
I don't know if we're talking about the same guy, but that one I didn't think made sense. The one that we're talking about.
I can't remember who it was though. Oh no! Yeah. I don't know if that was. They were talking about Dolph Lundgren playing. Cable.
Oh right.
No.
I don't know. I mean, Josh Brolin is clearly a better actor.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was something fun about having Dolph Lundgren play Cable. I don't know.
I was really. I really wanted to see Ron Perlman as Cable.
Yeah, that's the guy, Ron Perlman. That was the other one. Yes.
Yeah, he would have been good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like Cable without makeup.
Yeah.
Except for the eye. That's about it. Oh, yes,
so
that's right.
And also, I'm really not really. I'm a little disappointed also because Josh Brolin is already in the MCU.
Exactly, he's already Thanos.
So I mean, it's kind of weird and like, come on.
Yeah, and
one part of the time you can't do everything.
Yeah, exactly, and I mean, technically, Marvel. Well, I don't know if it's finalized yet, but they technically own 20th Century Fox now, so they technically own the Deadpool franchise.
Yeah.
So it's in the far off future. Is Josh Brolin going to fight Josh Brolin?
I don't know.
Yeah.
To be fair, the movie Deadpool 2 wrapped before the deal was made. To be fair.
Okay.
So
well, fair enough.
That makes sense, but it's not the choice I would have made as the actor.
No. Ron Perlman sounds a lot more.
Yeah.
Like fitting for the part.
But on the other hand, he's kind of old now, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, he must be way past 50 now. So, but Josh Brolin isn't much younger. He's like 50 as well. So I don't know. But I guess he's more of a. That's his name is more bankable. What? Daniel?
I was just watching something. No, I just saw the funniest picture that Ryan Reynolds put on. I think it was on his Instagram. He's dressed as Deadpool, and one of the Disney security guard has arrested him, and he's just written, apparently you can't blow up the Matterhorn, which is a ride at Disneyland. It's hilarious. They make apparently a lot of jokes about the merger that apparently were like, blink and you miss. So I got to see again the trailer, because that trailer, that was like listening to a kid with ADD.
It was kind of all over the place.
Do you have any expectations on the story? What do you think? Have any ideas?
I have no idea, because I'm not very familiar with the comics, the Deadpool comics. I mean, I've read, I read comics when I was a kid, and I've read one issue of Spider-Man where Deadpool is in it, and I thought, I didn't know who Deadpool was, so I thought it was Spider-Man in a different suit. So I have no idea. I heard. I know Kevin Smith speculated, but that's Kevin Smith, so we can't really trust it. But they were kind of doing like a road movie between them two. It doesn't look like that from the trailer, but that could be a fun thing to do.
They should make a live-action version of the episode of The Amazing Spider-Man where Deadpool takes over the whole episode. Have you seen that episode?
No, I haven't seen it, but it's his own franchise, so he's pretty much taking it over already.
Like the Amazing Spider-Man logo comes up, and then Deadpool just slashes this and screams, "Ultimate Deadpool!"
Oh, okay.
And totally takes over the episode. It's hilarious because he annoys the crap out of Spider-Man.
So
that's his thing.
I have a theory. I don't think it's going to be that, but I have a theory. Deadpool is in the same universe as X-Men. That has been established. 100%.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm thinking this movie could take place at the same time, or at least not shortly before Days of Future Past.
So before the future part?
Yeah.
When
but
the
in that
Sentinels
timeline.
take over. And it's...
okay. When all the robots go around and hunting mutants. Because in the trailer, there are like mutants are rounded up and get like these collars with the yellow jumpsuits,
Yeah.
and Deadpool is also have the yellow jumpsuit and is in some kind of prison thing. And I think.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Okay.
And I think Cable is coming from the future to stop this. Like, mutants are rounded up, including Deadpool. Cable is coming from the future to stop that, and Deadpool is there. I mean,
so he like interrupts Cable's plan to stop the future.
Yeah, I think so, because also these things in the beginning where Cable is like, I'm coming for the future, and you can see like the world is like a dystopian future world.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Thinking.
Yeah.
So that's my theory, but I don't know, because the X-Men universe, they have like revised the timeline, so it's, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Everything.
The timelines are all messed up.
The timeline.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, exactly.
So I don't know, but that's my theory at least.
Yeah. I mean, they even make a joke about that in the first Deadpool, that the timelines are all messed up. So who knows where this is going to take place? But yeah, the thing about Cable coming from the future, and like he's not even supposed to interact with Deadpool. Deadpool just forces himself upon him. That makes sense, and that would be a lot of fun. Because it would be like, oh, get away from me! It's gonna make a Star Wars prequel reference. Like he is Jar Jar, and Cable is Qui-Gon.
Exactly. God. And also because in the trailer, Cable has like a teddy bear. He has on his belt, like a teddy bear.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking there's like this Cable story. Like Cable is in a serious movie, where he's like going back. It's like the Terminator thing. He's going back in time to save some kid from being killed, because to save the future. And then there's Deadpool just being there, destroying everything.
Just being in the way.
Yeah, I think they're gonna do something like that.
Well, that would be a lot of fun, and it makes sense of him like breaking the fourth wall and like ruining the movie more or less. Yeah. Yeah. That makes a lot of sense. That sounds like a lot of fun. Now I want to see the movie even more.
What was I thinking? I don't know.
Well, do you have anything to add, Danny, about the Deadpool movie?
No, I'm excited. I need to see it again because it's so much information at the same time. I had no idea about the Cable character, but I'm not very well read in the world of comics. I didn't even know who the hell Cable was.
Cable is like the most complicated X-Men character ever.
Yeah.
Because he's like the son of Jean Grey and what's he called? The guy who shoots lasers with his eyes.
Cyclops. Scott Summers.
Cyclops. Yeah. He's like the son of those, but the son is like have some disease, so they send him to the future where there's a cure. So he's like grown up in the future and goes back in time until before he is born. And hangs with his parents, and also he can talk with machines for some reason.
What the fuck?
Well, he's from the future, so
I try reading the Wikipedia page of that character.
I will.
So weird.
Yeah, this is exactly why I don't read comics.
Yeah, I don't read comics. I read the Wikipedia page, the summary of the character.
I always imagined that you read a lot of comics because you have so much knowledge about that world, Christopher.
Yeah, but nope, I only read the summaries.
Yeah, you're more interested in the movies than the comics.
Yeah,
I suppose. Yeah,
that's. But it's like wrestling. You can't really just jump in.
No,
it's like too late. You can't really jump in now.
No, there was just to briefly talk about wrestling. There was a period about 12 years ago where they kind of sort of reset it. That's why I jumped in, but I was only like a couple of years, and then it got too involved. Yeah. So yeah, that's what happens. That's what happens when like universes go on for too long. I guess that's why they've like restarted both Marvel and DC like 5 times by now.
There is one trailer actually that we haven't mentioned that I'm actually hyped about.
Oh,
that summer blockbuster movie with The Rock, Skyscraper. I thought it was when I go and see that trailer, because if you have no idea, the first thing you're gonna think is this a remake of Die Hard with The Rock?
Oh no! But I mean, he are you sure? I know he's gonna be in this like the monkey movie, the Rampage.
No,
I haven't even heard about.
I've only seen the poster, and I saw people arguing on the internet that the poster is impossible. That's
okay. Well, I'm gonna check it out.
The poster is like he's jumping over a big gap, and
the
internet was arguing that he can't jump that.
And that's in the trailer as well.
Yeah. Well, you know what? The Rock can do it. Okay, The Rock can jump that far. Fuck you guys.
Do anything.
He can do anything. Oh, wait. Okay. I don't know. I haven't seen this trailer, but I would like to watch it. But
because when I saw the trailer, it looks dumb, and I thought it sounds exactly like the plot of Die Hard, and it has The Rock.
Yeah,
I have to see it. It sounds like a good, stupid popcorn movie. And I need some of those, because watching serious movies all the time, it can make you very douchey and pretentious.
Yeah, I agree. But speaking of, I just thought about this. I saw it a few weeks ago. Have you seen the trailer for Hurricane Heist?
No.
Have you seen? Oh,
what is that?
My God. I almost want to do like a live view of that then. That is just incredible. That looks like the best movie ever. You know, not really, but you know. It's it's a bank heist that takes place during a tornado, inside a tornado. And they have to after they rob the bank, they have to run away from the storm and the cops who are chasing them through the storm.
What the
and they play Rock You Like a Hurricane throughout the entire trailer. It's the greatest trailer ever made. Oh my God. And the tagline is $600 million, 600 miles per hour. It's so good.
Is this a real movie?
Yes. Look it up. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It looks so dumb, but it looks so good. And I'm watching Skyscraper right now. It's Die Hard. It's Die Hard. It's
it is Die Hard.
It is Die Hard.
I so want to see it.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, there may not be a Hans Gruber.
No, they had some Asian guy instead. But he could be like, well, I guess he could be Hans Gruber.
We need more Hans Gruber types.
Yeah. I don't know. I've just been sort of watching it. But yeah, it looks like, I mean, they've been talking about a Die Hard remake. Maybe this is it. That would be better than doing.
I thought it was the Die Hard remake, and then I realized it was not.
He's doing the jump now.
Is it 20? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty far.
We should see that movie together.
Yeah, I'll go watch it. Oh no, his gimp leg.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That was the thing. He had a flipping gimp leg.
Yeah, because he's a war veteran. He's not a cop anymore. Cops aren't cool. They're war veterans now.
Yeah.
But well, yeah, Skyscraper. It looked fun, but it didn't look like he was it didn't look as much fun as he usually are. I can't speak. He usually looked a lot more charming than he did here. This looked very serious for some reason. I don't know. I gotta watch it again with proper. I just looked at it.
I wanna have more. I need more action movies. I haven't seen a good action movie for a good while.
Did you see John Wick last year?
Of course I did.
Well, then you saw a pretty good action movie not too long ago.
I haven't bought it on Blu-ray yet.
There's nothing really there, so it's just a movie. It's not even a trailer on it, so don't really bother.
What?
Too expensive. No,
not even in American in the American version.
There might be some there, but not on the Nordic version or the European version. But I don't know. Do we want to? Is there any other trailer we want to talk about? Did you find the Hurricane Heist trailer, Christopher?
Oh yeah, but it's in a tab. I'll watch it later.
Okay. Yeah, we'll watch it later. We can talk about it in the next one. But yeah, those were the trailers. And if no one has anything to add, I suppose we move on to the Oscar nominations.
Yeah, and since I haven't seen any movies, I'll
You haven't seen any of the nominations?
Well, I saw the 3 Billboard movie.
Oh, okay.
Did you like it?
Oh,
yeah.
I
just
think
quickly.
It
okay. Yeah.
It was great.
It was good.
The only thing I was thinking, the only critique I could give it is the Peter Dinklage character. You could cut him out and nothing would change. Really.
Yeah.
He was completely pointless. He was the best character in the movie, but he was completely pointless.
Yeah, and it's like
he was like the only likable person in the movie.
Yeah. So I think the movie would be better without him. Even though he was the greatest character, the movie would be better without him. So that's the only critique I can give the movie, really.
Okay. Do you think it's going to win Best Movie?
Well, I haven't seen any of the others.
No, I know.
But yeah. I was surprised that Disaster Artist wasn't nominated, though.
Well, have you seen that one?
Oh yeah, I actually saw that one.
What did you think?
And I read the book.
Okay, I haven't read the book, but I thought the movie was fine. It was.
Yeah, but I meant mostly because it checks all the Oscar boxes.
Yeah, it does, and it was definitely like an Oscar bait kind of movie, but I don't think it wasn't good enough. Not even the jury, the Oscar Academy jury, can like pass that, because the only thing that was really good about it, I thought, was James Franco. Yeah, and even that he was just like, it wasn't really playing a character. He was just doing an impression of Tommy Wiseau. So I don't know. That was it was a fine movie.
Yeah, it was a fine movie. It was kind of weird. They changed some things from the book that was like, I don't know, important parts of the book.
Yeah, and I've heard the movie or the book definitely focuses more on like their relationship before the actual production. Yeah, that's what you want to see in the movie. Yeah. That's what I like missed in the movie. Yeah. I wanted to see that.
Yeah, you should read the book.
Anyway. Yeah, maybe I should. Now that I've seen the movie, I could read the book. There's no mystery left about the room anyway. I could read the book now. Yeah, probably will. Okay.
Well, have fun.
Yes, we will. Thank you for spending some time with us. You're welcome back next week. I don't know what we're going to talk about, but we'll talk about it off air.
Yeah, we'll see. All right.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Right.
Yeah.
Oscar nominations. I just want to say, I want to stick to like the big Oscars. I don't really care about like sound editing and sound mixing.
No. Those.
Let's stick to. That's too many.
The big one.
Yeah. Although just before we start that, I want to say I don't know if they've done this before, but they actually have. Just mentioning it, they actually have an Oscar for sound mixing and an Oscar for sound editing, which I don't think they've had before, or at least not.
They've had it.
They have? Okay, because I was surprised to see that, because I know people talked about that a couple of years ago. But anyway, I just wanted to mention that. So let's just start with the best picture nomination.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you have them in front of you? I think I have them.
No, I'll bring them on, man.
I think I have them here. There they are. I can read them. Best picture nominations are Call Me by Your Name, Darkest Hour, Dunkirk, Get Out, Lady Bird, Phantom Thread, The Post, The Shape of Water, and Three Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri.
None of these movies are a bad movie?
No. I haven't seen Lady Bird yet. That's the only one I haven't managed to watch yet.
Have you seen Shape of Water?
Yes, I saw Shape of Water.
Oh, don't say nothing. I'm going to see it on Wednesday.
Okay.
That's going to be my Valentine's Day. It's me, Shape of Water, and a huge popcorn.
How romantic.
I like Guillermo del Toro. I think that movie, it looks good. The only movie, when I look at this list, that I really want to cut out, it's the movie that looks the Oscar baitest of them all.
Darkest Hour.
I'm talking about Darkest Hour.
Yeah,
Darkest Hour doesn't look. It's not a bad movie.
No,
I have a feeling that it is pretty okay. My problem with it, it's so Oscar baited, and plus that I want Gary Oldman to win, not for this role.
Exactly.
I want Daniel Day-Lewis to become historic. But
but let's start with let's just go from the top. Call Me by Your Name. Quick thoughts. What did you think about it?
I loved it.
I really liked it. I thought the performances were amazing, especially Armie Hammer. Yeah, Timothée Chalamet.
Armie Hammer got snubbed.
I think so too. I mean, because he has really stepped up his game since Lone Ranger. Mm-hmm. I mean, he felt much more like at home in a movie like this than a big blockbuster.
Yeah.
And he was great. And a lot of people have been talking about Michael Stuhlbarg being snubbed. I think he's great in the movie, and that last speech he when he talks to Timothée Chalamet about love, that was fucking amazing. But I don't think he was in the movie enough to warrant a nomination, unfortunately. I know Michael Shannon was nominated for Revolutionary Road.
Don't forget that Beatrice Straight won for her 10 minutes in Sidney Lumet's Network in 1976.
Yeah, I know.
And Dame Judi Dench was barely 6 minutes in the movie Shakespeare in Love when she was Queen Elizabeth.
I know, and I think you need to be in the movie more than that. I guess Stuhlbarg is in the entire movie, but he's just there short snippets. So I guess he could have been nominated, but yeah, like Judi Dench as the Queen, 6 minutes.
In my opinion, Stuhlbarg always gets snubbed.
Definitely.
I'm having an Aaron Sorkin review, rewatching everything with Aaron Sorkin. In the Steve Jobs movie, everybody says that Michael Fassbender's the best one. Yeah. I think Michael Stuhlbarg, it's totally amazing as Andy Hertzfeld.
I didn't even know he was in the movie.
He is.
I haven't seen Jobs. No, what's it called?
Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs.
Sorry.
Jobs is the one with that movie. It's not bad, by the way. No, the Aston Kutcher is pretty okay. No, I liked it actually, but the Steve Jobs by that boy, really great movie.
Okay, well I gotta watch it then.
Yeah.
But yeah, the main problems I had with Call Me by Your Name was first and foremost the structure. It didn't really follow a 3-act structure as much as like a regular movie, whatever you want to call it. I did feel that was a bit confusing. But I guess that's more on me for not being able to adapt to anything else but a 3-act structure. And then the chemistry between Timothée Chalamet and Armie Hammer was definitely there after they had become romantically entangled, or whatever you want to call it. But I didn't really feel it. I didn't get the feeling. I didn't understand why they kind of why they were attracted to each other before it actually happened. I didn't really get it. I'm not gay, so maybe I missed something. But the whole thing, why they were attracted to each other, I didn't really get that. But after they got together, that's when the movie became good. That was the good part, especially when they when they went on their like vacation, when they traveled with to Rome or wherever they went. That was a good part of the movie.
Yeah.
But I did feel that it meandered a little bit. It was a good love story, but it did feel a bit meandering. So I was a little bit disappointed actually, because I was really looking forward to it. It was like the highest reviewed movie of 2017. So I was really looking forward to it. So I guess my expectations were too high. Maybe, I don't know.
It was for me. It was good. It's
oh yeah, it was definitely good.
The Geisel scale, I get it. I give it 4.25 out of 5.
Okay. And the next one,
Darkest Hour.
Yes, Darkest Hour.
It's a totally okay movie. There's nothing bad in it. It's
fine.
just it's an ordinary movie with a good Gary Oldman. I didn't care for it. I thought I heard this so much time. I'm overfed with World War II movies.
Yeah,
I thought it was too much flag waving for me in certain parts.
Oh, definitely. And I watched this other movie critic on YouTube that I watch. He talked a lot about that because he's British, and he was almost like angry with the movie because of that and how they treated Churchill, and they almost like put this like this gloss over him, like, oh, he could do no wrong. He's the greatest person.
Yeah.
And he almost got annoyed with that. So
that's what makes movies problematic sometimes.
Yeah,
because a movie wants to paint out that's why I have a problem with another movie about a British politician. I related that came out a few years ago about Margaret Thatcher.
Yeah.
It was never critical enough about Margaret Thatcher.
Exactly.
And I think when you do a biopic, you have to watch out that being too praisy.
Exactly.
That's why, for example, I like the Steve Jobs movie because it painted him as an asshole.
Yeah, and he was, by all accounts, what we found out, he was an asshole. Yeah. He was a genius, but he was an asshole.
It's fun that Gary Oldman gets nominated.
Definitely, and he did a good job. He was definitely the one good thing about the movie. But I don't think it's gonna win. Not
I think
close.
What about the next movie?
It's Dunkirk. Yes.
Top 3 in my list last year. I really enjoyed it.
I think it was 5 on my list. It does, on repeat viewings, it does suffer, but that first experience of watching it, especially since we saw it together, right? Yeah,
70mm.
Exactly, we saw it on real film. We saw it on celluloid. That was amazing. It was such an experience. But
it holds up good.
It holds up good.
No lag.
It does have the same problems that a lot of Christopher Nolan movies have. That it's a little cold on the emotional side. I think it's deliberate, more deliberate than any other of his movies in this one, because they are soldiers. They're not supposed to show feelings or anything. But on repeat viewings, that was my only problem with it, that it feels a little bit too detached emotionally. Other than that, though, the technical aspects, the music, the cinematography, all the costumes, the effects, I
believe that's where Dunkirk is going to get a lot of awards, a lot of technical aspects.
Yeah, I really hope so. And I just to quickly talk about the director nominees. This is not the movie he was. I don't think this is the movie he should win for. But this is the first time he's been nominated, so he definitely.
I know, it should have been nominated for Inception.
Yeah, Inception, wink, wink. Or The Dark Knight. Those were directing powerhouses. This is as well. Yeah. But if he wins for this one, it's for the wrong movie. Yeah. But I mean, I don't have anything else to say. I mean, we did an entire stream about it. We've talked for hours about it.
It was an interesting movie, and it's good.
Oh yeah, definitely.
But what about Get Out?
Exactly, Get Out. I don't know.
I watched it. I rewatched it the other day, and I still love it.
Oh yeah,
and now when you've seen it the second time, it becomes even more interesting. And then you can look for the pieces.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that one really it holds up very well on a second viewing. And if we're gonna be like super cynical, it definitely touches on a lot of like political and social issues that the world is so up in arms about right now. So I can see why it's nominated. However, I don't know if it's like a pity nomination, because it's not your typical like movie best motion picture movie. I mean, it's a horror comedy basically.
Yeah, but what is interesting that what I find Get Out to the reason that I really enjoyed the movie, is of course that it shows the liberal side of racism. It doesn't show racist as the painted cliche picture we have.
Exactly.
There ain't no truckers in Make America Great Again caps. These are rich intellectual people with huge cultural capital, and they are the true monsters. And I loved how they build up. Even the ending, when I saw it the first time, I wasn't happy with the whole upplösningen or whatever you call it. By the end,
resolution.
It all became too bloody and everything. It just became, oh yeah, it is a Blumhouse movie after all. But when I saw it the second time, it was justified in a way.
Oh yeah, I think the ending is justified, definitely.
Yeah, I thought it was perfect.
It is this like release of emotions that we all felt. Like when he gets like released and he gets his retribution. Yeah.
Perfect mix of laughs and scares.
Oh,
because
yeah,
it's scary.
Definitely,
it's good at scary. It scared me still the second time.
Yeah, it's genuinely scary and genuinely funny, which isn't often you see that in movies. So yeah, and it's definitely I would say that it's definitely more deserving of a nomination than Darkest Hour. And it's up there with Call Me by Your Name and Dunkirk, definitely.
Yeah.
After that, it's Lady Bird, and I haven't seen it still. It's the one movie I really want to see it.
I like the trailer.
Yeah, and I was this morning.
The acting roles look fantastic. Saoirse Ronan and of course Laurie Metcalf that I like a lot they seem to do roles of their lives.
Yeah. But yeah, I can't really say anything about it because I haven't seen it.
Exactly, neither can I.
No. However, so let's just move on. I'll probably review that movie later. But yeah, I saw I saw Phantom Thread today.
What the fuck did you see today?
Well, you know, I got my sources. You could watch it as well. Just, you know, do your little internet thing and you'll find it. Don't worry. I don't want to say too much. And I will admit I didn't 100% get it. I didn't really understand everything about it. But still, like, nevertheless, it was an amazing movie, both on a technical level, like cinematography, set design, costumes, just a beautiful movie. And then the acting. Do
you think that he actually could win Daniel Day-Lewis? Do you think? Because it would be very
cliche if he won.
What?
It would be very cliche if he won because, this is the last time I'm acting, so they're just going to give it to him because. But if you don't think about that aspect, I still think he definitely deserves the nomination, and he has. I would say, me personally would say that he has a very good chance of winning. Because if we look what he's up against, I mean, he's up against Timothée Chalamet from Call Me by Your Name, Daniel Kaluuya from Get Out, no, Gary Oldman, Darkest Hour, I guess, and then Denzel Washington for Roman J. Israel Esquire. I haven't seen that one.
Neither
but
have
I mean, out of those that I've seen here, he is definitely the best. I mean, it is just. I mean, you've seen Daniel Day-Lewis. It's just amazing to watch him act, and this isn't any different. He is amazing, and everyone else is really, really good as well. But he's just light years ahead of everyone in that movie. It's just. It's amazing.
I like Paul Thomas Anderson, so I'm really looking forward to see this movie.
Oh yeah.
I believe that he is the best director alive.
I wouldn't go that far. I'd have to rewatch some of the movies, but he's definitely one of the best. Definitely.
He hasn't made a single bad movie.
No, that's true. The movie is kind of it is kind of weird though. It's very strange. It's very like detached.
But since There Will Be Blood, Paul Thomas Anderson has a very special way of telling a story. It feels almost magical in a way. It doesn't feel real. The Master is a perfect example. Because when I saw it the first time, I liked it, but I didn't understand why people thought it was a masterpiece. I thought, well, it wasn't There Will Be Blood. And then I rewatched it, and then it blew my mind completely. Then I understood why people love it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. The first time I saw it, I was completely mesmerized by that movie. The Master is, it's my favorite PTA movie, definitely. Phantom Thread is up there, but The Master is much better.
I'm still very weak for Magnolia, but if I rewatch Magnolia today, I don't think it could be as good a movie as neither The Master nor There Will Be Blood.
No, he has definitely progressed since then. That's still a very, very good movie, but There Will Be Blood and The Master are better movies.
Yeah.
And yeah, you should definitely go check that out. Oh, hold on a second.
What, you ordered pizza?
I did, actually. I didn't have time to make any dinner, so I just gotta go get it. Hold on.
Yeah, no problem. Tobbe's getting a pizza for his belly. Did he order a kebab pizza or did he not order that?
I'm back.
Ah!
Hey, here we go. Where were we? We were finishing up the Phantom Thread. Yeah.
So I really need to watch it.
Oh, you really need to watch it. For my money, I wouldn't be mad if it won. I think it definitely could win. But realistically, I think it's too weird for the jury. I think it's too weird. It's not relatable enough.
I think that it's not gonna win because it's been snubbed on many guild awards.
Okay.
The Directors Guild Award. I don't know if he was nominated. He didn't win though. If he was nominated.
No. Okay. But yeah, I mean, out of the movies, God bless you.
Thank you.
Out of the movies we've talked about,
I think the DGA awards have already been, and who does Flip won it?
I think Guillermo del Toro won. I think so.
Yeah, I'm gonna check out.
But
actually, he did.
He did. Yeah, I know. Oh, you haven't seen Shape of Water. I want to talk about that. I'm gonna here's a hint or a sneak peek. I'm gonna review that movie tomorrow, hopefully, or I can upload it on Wednesday when it premieres, because I have some stuff to say about that movie. But before we get to The Shape of Water, let's talk about The Post. You saw The Post, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you think about it?
I liked it.
I really liked it as well.
It was a good, stable Steven Spielberg drama.
Yeah.
But I'm a sucker for journalist movies. Movies that take place in the newsroom. All the President's Men, Zodiac, Spotlight.
Yeah.
So this movie is just a blessing. I love movies that take place at a newspaper.
Yeah. And I agree. It was a very well-made movie. I wouldn't say that it's like motion picture of the year worthy, but it's a really good movie, and it was fun to see a good Steven Spielberg movie again, because Bridge of Spies, while it wasn't bad, but Bridge of Spies was boring.
It wasn't special at all.
No, exactly. And this wasn't like a masterpiece, but I still think it was one of his better movies like in a while. Probably my favorite Spielberg movie since Munich. But yeah, Munich is like his best movie in the 2000s, I would say. At least for my money. But I don't think it doesn't deserve to be nominated. It's not that good. I guess some technical Oscars it could be nominated for. It is not motion picture of the year material, not at all.
The Post.
Yeah. I mean, it's like I mean, if you look what it's up against, it's not as good as like Phantom Thread. It's not as good as Get Out. It's not as good as Dunkirk or Call Me by Your Name. It's definitely good, but it's not that good. It's just my opinion.
Well, I would rather put that movie than flipping. What do you call it? Than this movie we talked about.
Yeah, what we're talking about? We're talking about
the Darkest Hour. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, definitely. It's much better than Darkest Hour. It's actually a good movie.
There's one movie I wish I thought was gonna get nominated for Best Picture of the Year, but I think I thought Blade Runner was actually gonna get nominated. I'm not kidding you, man.
Yeah, a lot of people have been talking about that. That it was snubbed. Me, on a personal level, I thought it looked good, but it wasn't much more than that for me. I don't know. I just can't connect with the Blade Runner movies. I don't know. There's something wrong with me, I suppose. I guess it was snubbed, or at least like Denis Villeneuve was snubbed, and what's the DP's name? The cinematography, at least, should have been nominated because it's a beautiful movie. It is.
Oh. Paul Thomas Anderson wasn't nominated for a DGA this year. Guillermo del Toro, his competition was Christopher Nolan, Jordan Peele, Greta Gerwig, and Marty McDonagh.
Okay. Yeah, well, it's almost the same as the Oscars.
Except Marty McDonagh didn't get any directing nomination.
Oh, okay. Well, speaking of Guillermo del Toro, let's just quickly talk about The Shape of Water. Yeah. I don't want to say anything because I'm doing my review and you're going to watch it. But for my money, if I was on the jury, I wouldn't have put it up as movie of the year or motion picture of the year. I don't want to say it too much.
Would you nominate it though?
No, I wouldn't.
Whoa.
For various reasons. I think that is one of those movies. It's nominated because it's very progressive, and that's about it. I think a few of these nominations are very political, especially like The Post, Get Out, and The Shape of Water are definitely like more nominated because of the politics surrounding the movies, more than the actual movies. The Shape of Water is a good movie. It's a really good movie in some aspects, but overall, I was a bit underwhelmed. I'm not going to say anything else.
Yeah.
I might be in the minority. I mean, I haven't heard anyone say anything negative about it, except for me. So it might just be me, but I was a little bit underwhelmed.
Then I ask you the question: is it better than Pan's Labyrinth?
No. Guillermo del Toro will never make a better movie than Pan's Labyrinth. He won't. It's not going to happen. Yeah, that is a goddamn masterpiece.
Because directly after Pan's Labyrinth, I believe that The Devil's Backbone is a fantastic movie.
I actually haven't seen that one.
It's really good.
Yeah, I've heard.
And of course, his debut Chronos. That's a pretty good movie as well.
Well, my favorite Guillermo del Toro movie is, of course, Mimic. But I mean, his other movies are good, but they're not as good as Mimic. I'm joking.
Are you a sucker for Mira Sorvino or something?
I don't mind. But the saving grace in Mimic for me is definitely Charles S. Dutton. We need more Charles S. Dutton.
I have a funny Mimic story to tell you. So really? A friend of mine.
Yeah.
Well, you don't know him, but a friend of mine that I haven't had contact with. Yes, you know the guy. He was together with a friend's ex-girlfriend. Well,
I think I know.
It doesn't really matter. But
yeah.
He told me that he went to see Mimic at the cinema, and he remembered that, I don't remember much of the movie because I got jacked off.
Oh.
So every time I hear of Mimic, I just think that, that's the movie where my friend got masturbated to. And that is weird. I hope none of my friends' other work pals are listening to this. Otherwise, they're going to complain tomorrow at the morning meeting. What the fuck are you saying on the internet? Like, it's internet. What the fuck?
It's the internet. What do you want me to
say?
No, but
I'm looking forward to Shape of Water. I had huge expectations. And they were huge. And I lowered them down because I just thought it can't be better than Pan's Labyrinth. It won't be better than Pan's Labyrinth.
Listen. I just want to say, don't. No, I was just going to say, don't take my word for it.
Yeah, but I heard as well from the reviews. The reviews weren't top reviews.
Really? I think it got a lot of top reviews.
It got pretty good reviews, but it wasn't getting super high. I was very surprised that it has been getting a lot of praise because I thought it's a monster movie. How can it get so much praise?
Yeah, no, it's definitely more of a fairy tale. It has a lot in common with Pan's Labyrinth. It's more of an adult fairy tale, definitely. Yeah. And those aspects are pretty good about it. But there are a few things that I don't want to mention that kind of sours it for me. But what I wanted to say was, don't take my word for it. Don't let my opinion color that movie for you, because I think that is a movie that will definitely work very differently for other people than it did for me. So I hope you're gonna enjoy it, and I'm pretty sure you will. It's sort of like me and it's sort of like with me and the last nomination, 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I had some personal issues with that movie that kind of ruined the experience for me. On a purely objective level. Yeah. 3 Billboards is an amazing movie. It's a fun movie, but I can't deny it. It's a great movie. It's just that me, on a personal level, didn't really enjoy every aspect of it.
But thinking about
we talked about that. So
it's a movie that's pretty it's a great movie, but because when I see movies now, I want to know, is this a movie that I'm gonna remember in 5-10 years? And I say this movie was pretty okay, but it's not a movie that would go to history. It's a fun movie, good actors.
Oh yeah, oh definitely.
But it doesn't.
If any movie should win the acting Oscars, it's that one.
Yeah, but if I should be honest, when I saw In Bruges again, I actually like In Bruges more than this one.
I haven't seen In Bruges. I've only seen 7 Psychopaths. And 3 Billboards.
But I don't think it's gonna win Best Picture. It has probably British. I think actually Best Picture is gonna go to Wow, it's a pretty open minefield, but I think Shape of Water may take it home. Actually, I do believe so.
Yeah, I mean, it has the most nominations.
It's the front runner, and if not Shape of Water wins it, I do believe that it could become. It could be like a curveball as Lady Bird, maybe.
Which one?
I think Lady Bird could be a curveball movie that actually could win the Best Picture.
Maybe. I mean, I haven't seen it, so I can't.
But I think because female director.
Yeah, I listened to a podcast.
Growing up.
Yeah,
it's very seldom that a indie comedy has won, or a comedy has won for a good while.
Oh, that's true. But I listened to a podcast.
But Shape of Water is actually the front runner.
Okay. Yeah, because I was listening to a podcast today, and they were talking about Lady Bird, and they were saying that Lady Bird is good, but it's definitely not Motion Picture of the Year material. They were more leaning towards Greta Gerwig winning the Directors Academy Award, more because of the political stuff about this is the year of women and all that.
Yeah.
And like if we're gonna look at it cynically, what I think is gonna win, not what I want to. Yeah, I think it's gonna be between Call Me by Your Name, Get Out, and Shape of Water. I think one of those three are gonna win. Motion Picture of the Year. For my money, personally, of the movies I've seen, I haven't seen Lady Bird yet, but of the one I have seen, Phantom Thread, in my opinion, should win Movie of the Year.
Yeah.
But I guess we'll find out.
I personally want Get Out to win because it would be fun.
That would be fun. That would be a real curveball. It definitely would be. But I don't think it's Motion Picture of the Year material, unfortunately. Do you want to talk about any other category?
I love the screenplay ones.
Let's see,
but because it's especially what the. Am I reading this right? Is Logan nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay?
Yes, it is.
What?
And it's just, I don't know.
I thought it was good, but I would never put the adapted screen. And this is the year where actually Best Adapted Screenplay has more interesting nominees and Best Original Screenplay. Best Original Screenplay, should I be honest? I can bet a pizza that Lady Bird is going to win it. Greta Gerwig is going to. The jury loves stories that are based on own experience. I think if Lady Bird doesn't win, I think Marky McDonough can take it for 3 Billboards Outside Ebbing, Missouri. I do not believe Get Out has the possibility to win, actually. Because it's more about...
No, it's a little too on the nose.
What?
I think that is a little bit too on the nose with its message.
Yeah, and I think it's more interesting in a technical aspect. Get Out.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, here I'm now I finally found it. The adapted screenplay nominations.
Yeah.
I haven't read Call Me by Your Name, so I can't really talk about that one. It's a good script, but I don't know. The Disaster Artist.
I read the book.
Christopher. Yeah, and like Christopher said, there was like big chunks missing, like big, interesting chunks missing. Chunks that were more interesting than what was actually in the movie. So I don't think that has any chance of winning. Logan, just get it out of here. It's fine. It is not an Oscar movie. Get it out of here. I don't even want to talk about it. I haven't seen Molly's Game. Have you seen Molly's Game?
I liked Molly's Game, but I'm a sucker for Aaron Sorkin. That's what we have. A few Oscar snubs in that movie for that movie. Molly's Game should definitely have won a nomination for Jessica Chastain. She's so good in it.
Okay.
It's her movie. It's her showroom. Molly's Game is really good, and I actually bought the book because the whole idea about her starting underground poker games, and Michael Cera, he plays an asshole actor, and apparently that's asshole actor because he's called Actor X in the movie. But if you read the book, apparently the actor, because she says that green screen, the piece of shit, it's actually Tobey Maguire. He's apparently a dick towards people.
No.
Yeah,
he seems so nice.
No, they pull no punches. Molly's Game was fun. It was, and it as a Sorkin movie, it's really chatty and it's like throwing facts at you all the time. Sorkin did a pretty good directing debut. I wouldn't have nominated him for it. I would. I hope he wins because I'm a sucker for Sorkin. But here, Best Adapted Screenplay, this is the first time it's such an open field. But you know how the jury is. I believe they're actually gonna nominate Call Me by Your Name because I'm basing it on if you're nominated for Best Movie and are in the screenplay category, and none of the other movies are nominated for Best Movie, huge shot. If Logan wins, I'll buy tapes for everyone.
I don't. It can't win. I mean, I don't know. What you adapted a comic book? I don't know what is so good about that. I don't know. I think that is like a pity nomination. Sorry.
Why do you think it won? Eller why do you think it was nominated? Because it's a strange nominee. I gotta go and see what Writers Guild of America nominated.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at the original screenplay category, and it's basically motion picture nominations. It's Get Out, Lady Bird, Shape of Water, 3 Billboards. The only standout there is The Big Sick. And once again, I have you seen The Big Sick?
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah, it was good, but I don't get it. There was nothing special about it.
It was an okay movie.
Yeah, it was a good romantic comedy with a twist.
Yeah.
But other than that, what was so special about it? I don't get it. That is also one I think it's a bit more political because it's what's he called?
Kumail Nanjiani?
Yes, Kumail Nanjiani. He is very popular right now, and the fact that it's actually, if you want to be like, if you want to be stickler about it, it should almost be like in the adapted screenplay category because it's based on his and his wife's life.
Yeah.
So it's based on real characters. I mean, it's still an original screenplay. I'm just being an asshole.
All right.
But I think that's why it's nominated. So
I actually have here who won the Writers Guild of America. So Best Adapted Screenplay, Call Me by Your Name for James Ivory.
Oh, okay.
But are you ready? Who won Best Original Screenplay? Because this could really close the field. Get Out.
Really? Okay, that is interesting. That is interesting.
They usually say if you win a Directors Guild of America award, there's a huge shot that you're gonna win the.
Yeah. They go hand in hand. All these nominations or all these awards. Just looking at them, I haven't seen Lady Bird. I would probably say, 3 Billboards or Get Out, I suppose.
Yeah.
Those are probably my biggest hopes that any one of those wins. But like I said, I haven't seen Lady Bird. I'm going to see Lady Bird tomorrow.
We're Swedes, man. We're Swedes. Do you think that the Square's going to win Best Foreign Movie?
I haven't seen any of the foreign language movies, so of course I'm hoping for the Square, but I don't know.
Because the one that won the Golden Globe Award isn't even nominated.
Which one was that?
I don't know, some shitty German movie.
Okay.
I either want Sweden or Chile to win, but it's gonna be Sweden. It'll be fun.
Yeah, maybe.
One of the kids that I have that in my fritis, That was the sound engineer for the square. It's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. That's really cool.
Talk.
He's been sound engineer for both the square and Force Majeure. That was really nice.
Well, that is pretty cool, dude. That's connections, man.
Yeah, yeah. But
we need to shake some hands.
Yes, we do. You know that if the square wins, it will be the first time since 1984 that Sweden wins the Academy Award for Best Foreign Language Film. Pelle the Conqueror does not count because it's a Danish production.
Oh, no. But it was Ingmar Bergman, right?
For Fanny Alexander, exactly.
Fanny Alexander, okay. I thought it was My Life as a Dog.
Sweden has thrown nominates, has thrown out movies that are so weird. Under the Sun by Colin Nutley.
Yeah.
That was strange.
Yeah, that wasn't a good movie. It was fine, but
and then A Man Called Ove. It's a good movie, but I would never send it to the Oscars.
No, it's too generic. It was good. I gotta admit, it made me cry towards the end, but it was not a super good movie.
Yeah,
it was fine. But let's talk quickly. I hope so. But let's talk quickly about the directors, the directing nominees.
Yeah.
We have Christopher Nolan for Dunkirk. He should win, but not for this movie. No. So I don't know. Jordan Peele for Get Out.
Could be a possibility.
Yeah, I suppose it could be.
A black director hasn't won Best Director yet.
No, that's true, but is that reason enough for Jordan Peele to win?
No. If they give him the best, they're gonna give him Best Originals. If they give him Best Original Screenplay, he's out of the director race. I believe this between Guillermo del Toro and Greta Gerwig.
Yeah. Well, my personal pick would once again be Phantom Thread, but
oh my gosh, I hope Paul Thomas Anderson wins. I want him to win every fucking award ever exists. But the world is unfair. He's gonna be the new Stanley Kubrick. He ain't gonna win shit.
Exactly. And The Shape of Water. The direction in Shape of Water is very good. But I don't know. Yeah, like just looking at it, what I think is gonna win, it's probably between Shape of Water and maybe Dunkirk. But I think Shape of Water and Lady Bird has the biggest chance of winning. I'm hoping for Phantom Thread.
Mm-hmm.
However, do you want to add anything about the directing nominations?
No. I wish that Paul Thomas Anderson win, but I believe that the Oscar jury is still very conservative. If they take risk, it's because they feel like okay, I'm probably gonna get crucified for this, but I gotta say it. I love when movies are political. I don't love when people give movies awards to make a political statement.
Exactly. It should be the merits of the movie.
Yeah.
Take a look at the movie, not the politics of the movie.
Yeah,
definitely.
And I'm so afraid it's going to be a huge discussion, and there's going to be a lot of talk. And of course, Me Too is important, and Time's Up as well. I'm not trying to belittle it.
No, of course. We've talked about it. It is important.
Because I know that I've read somewhere that they're going to make a reel, over the best actors that won, and they're not going to have neither Kevin Spacey nor Dustin Hoffman in it because of the things they're involved. The crime is different from the fucking movies.
Yeah, I
feel that this discussion is not a discussion to have because it's already dead.
Yeah.
As soon as people are like, oh, but he did this, so I'm never gonna watch a movie. Yeah, but he did fucking great movies. And somebody said to me, "Oh, that's like saying Adolf Hitler built great roads," and I was like, "Oh, fuck off! That's not even the same shit."
No, yeah, I agree. Yeah, Hitler built great roads. He also killed 6 million people. So it's
Dustin Hoffman and Kevin Spacey were fucking pigs. I'm not denying that. It was a shitty thing to do, especially for Kevin Spacey's side. It was flipping minors.
Yeah.
But
they're not mass murderers.
They have done great. They have done good acting. And what? Am I going to stop listening to most jazz and soul musicians because they were flipping horrible people as well? Maybe I should never listen to a Phil Spector song. Or not watch a movie by Victor Salva. No,
I think when it comes to all that, just to wrap up that discussion, that is a very personal. It's very personal. If someone doesn't want to watch Kevin Spacey movies anymore, you don't have to. Definitely, if you think he's a fucking monster, you have every right to think so. You don't have to watch his movies. I still think he's a great actor. I wholeheartedly disagree with what he did, and I don't think we're ever going to see him in another movie again, or at least not in like a decade or something. But if I feel like watching, maybe it's a bad example, but if I feel like, hey, I want to watch American Beauty, I'm going to watch American Beauty.
Then watch fucking American Beauty, man.
Exactly. The same thing. If I want to listen to a Ted Nugent album, I will. He's an asshole, but he makes great music, so whatever. Anyway, I wanna talk. We've talked about it a little bit, but let's talk about some like movies that you personally feel were snubbed in any category. Is there any movie you just thought should have been nominated for anything?
Motherfucking Blade Runner in directing.
Okay,
that's why I hope Roger Deakins wins for best cinematography. But he's in a difficult position. If I look at cinematography here, he's competing against Bruno Del Bonell for Darkest Hour, Hoyte van Hoytema for Dunkirk, which I think would actually win.
Probably.
Rachel Morrison for Mudbound. Apparently the photo's good there. And Shape of Water, Dan Lautzen for Shape. I think Shape of Water may have a possibility, but I hope Blade Runner flipping wins.
Yeah, looking at the nominations and the ones I have seen, it's definitely between Hoyte van Hoytema and Roger Deakins.
Yeah, Hoyte van Hoytema's photography, he should have.
Masterful.
Yeah, it's good, but I think Hoyte van Hoytema should have won for. You're gonna kick me in the nuts here, but he should have won for flipping Interstellar. It was well directed.
Yes.
It was. The cinematography is magical.
Yeah, definitely. But Blade Runner is definitely in the running for winning that Oscar. A movie that I really felt should have had more nominations, like definitely like directing. Should have been Baby Driver. Baby Driver deserved a directing nomination. That movie
Baby Driver is nominated for Best Film Editing. Please let it flipping happen.
Well, it has to win. There's no competition. But I think Jeffrey Wright should have at least gotten a nomination. Yeah, Dunkirk. Yeah, but I mean, editing it's sublime.
Come on. The editing is fantastic. That's what makes Christopher Nolan's movies so great.
Yeah, it's right. But I would almost want to nominate Baby Driver, at least nominated for Motion Picture of the Year, and not win. No, it wouldn't win. It's not that kind of movie.
But it's a nominee. Yeah, I agree. I actually agree with you there.
It's such a good movie. I've seen it 3 times now, and it is just such a good movie.
I have so much fun watching it.
Yeah, and it's as much fun every time you watch it. So that's my big snub. It should definitely be nominated for at least the directing Oscar. Other than that, I recently watched in January. I watched Wind River by Taylor Sheridan. I think that was an amazing movie. It's one of my favorite movies so far this year. It's not as good as his last movie, but I still think for a first-time director, well, technically it's his second movie, but like first time making a big budget movie, that movie should have gotten like an original screenplay nomination. Have you seen Wind River?
No.
But no, you should. That is if The Post is like a movie that is tailor-made for you, Wind River is tailor-made for me. It is just, it's a movie that is just, it is made for me, and I mentioned that in my review as well. And I think it should have at least been acknowledged in best original screenplay. But unfortunately, it wasn't. So, well, that's my main two movies that I feel was a bit snubbed. Other than that, like the most nominations are all the same movies. I mean, most categories have Shape of Water, Lady Bird, and what's it called? Like Phantom Thread. Those have like the most. Oh, and Get Out. Those have the most nominations. So it's kind of uninteresting because it's like the same 5 movies nominated for everything. So, but we'll see.
Yeah,
we'll see what wins. Whoever wins, I'll probably be disappointed. So,
yeah.
It's.
Are you gonna watch the awards or not?
I haven't watched the Oscars in over 10 years.
We should do a flipping live stream, I think.
I was thinking about that, actually. I don't know what date it is. Do you know what date it is?
It's usually on Sunday nights.
Sunday nights, okay.
The night of Monday. And it's usually at the end of February, but it's been postponed a week because of the Olympics.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, let's not say it definitely, but I would be interested in doing it. Yeah, it's the 1st of March, if I'm not wrong. It's in 20 days.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, either way, yeah, we should figure out how to like do a proper live stream of it, like having the actual Oscars up on screen and us watching it. We should do it. We should try to figure that out. If anything, we should just do a stream like this and us watching it. So definitely, yeah. So yeah.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds good. I think I feel like we're done here, right?
Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So yeah, next week, I'm not sure what we're going to talk about next week, but I'll figure something out. But I want to give a shout out once again. I'm doing my Shape of Water review on Wednesday, and my Black Panther review is coming this weekend.
Oh yeah,
I know it's a bit late.
Coming out on Friday.
No, it's coming out on Wednesday, but there are no tickets left. I have no chance of getting tickets for that movie. So me and my sister are gonna go watch it on Friday, and I'll have the review up by Saturday. So yeah, keep a lookout for that.
Yeah,
and I'll probably do a trailing off for Black Panther on Wednesday. But other than that, check back with us next Monday, and until then, have a good one. And